Hi there, my name is Keshav. I was a student from the International Foundation program here at Seoul for the class year of 2015-2016. I, I underwent the social sciences course and progressed to my Bachelor of Arts in Accounting and Finance at the Kent Business School. I come from Malaysia and this is my IFP story. So I would say it would definitely be Mr. Terry Bevis's class for business study, business management for university study. Mr. Bevis really was a change. It was a change of experience with having Mr. Terry Bevis as a teacher. He treated us with a lot of respect. He treated us like adults. So we came in with students of various ages. I had a classmate that was 16. I even had a classmate that was 26. And I came in at 19, and he was the first teacher to actually talk to us with I'm not from what would have been a change of environment for me, especially coming from Malaysia where we were spoon-fed. He treated us like we were equals to him. He taught us as how it would seem to be like in a university lecture, in a regular university lecture, and that actually provided me with a basis of how to go about taking on every other subject, how to understand what I'm supposed to learn from the slides that I taught, because in university it's very different. You're given the lecture slides which have the bare minimum of what we need to know, and then everything else comes from the knowledge of the lecturer and how he conveys it to you. And I think that's why I'm sort of slightly biased towards business management. However, I have to say that the subject that I struggled with the most has helped me the most throughout my university life here in Kent, and that is the academic skills. Initially when I came in, I felt that I was definitely going to struggle a little bit, as I came as a second language speaker for English, and through the coaching and all the extra help, I believe that my speaking and writing capabilities have brought me tremendous success, especially when you compare yourselves to students who did the A-levels and even the IB coming into Kent. I think the foundation program really prepares us much better to write and comprehend at a university level. It would be the very first induction ceremony where we were told that the best student, the top student, would eventually be able to win a bursary, be awarded a bursary for the first year of undergraduate study. Now I came in after a dry spell in my studies. I wasn't doing too well. I was taking the wrong subjects, and my performance wasn't very satisfactory, especially in the eyes of my parents, I guess. So I told myself that I had to do something about it. I wanted that award, and truth be told, I did get the award eventually. But I think the best experience was the fact that I could convey this aim to my teachers. I could tell them what I wanted to achieve out of it, and individually, Mr. John Bennett, Mr. Terry Bevis, Miss Carla, Sebastian, Lazarus, how can I forget Mr. Lazarus, very helpful indeed in ensuring that I met my requirements. So they knew I had conveyed to them, especially during the private tutorials and office hours, I had conveyed to them what I wanted out of this course, and they never failed to help me achieve that. So I think the best experience is the dedication of the lecturers here that help you get to your goal. So upon moving to the UK, I think the most difficult part for me, and I believe with most students, is leaving home for the first time. So especially with the IFP being solely for international students, a lot of us are coming from various countries across the globe, and I think what is difficult is adapting to living on your own, doing laundry on your own, cooking on your own, but most importantly, it's being away from the people that you've been familiar with. And I think the great part about the UK is that it's become a cultural melting pot. Today, my best friend, the guys that I can count on to have a good time partying, but at the same time, the guys who helped me achieve the highest marks that I've been able to achieve in in my third year especially, guys from Cyprus, from Greece, good friends from Hong Kong, from Ghana, you know, all these guys, you know, in a different life I would have never imagined being able to hang around, associate myself with them, and you know, just learn from their cultures. And it's been an amazing experience, and this is all thanks to the IFP. With the University of Kent and being situated in Canterbury, right? It's sort of outside the big city zone. So it's far enough away from London that you can't go there every day, but it's close enough that you could go there, say once a week, once in 2 weeks, even once a month. I think, that being said, it is it's kept the cost of living pretty reasonable. And Canterbury is a beautiful, quaint town. So what you do is you learn to just pick up on activities that revolve around the university and your friends here, friends locally. So you develop relationships with people within Canterbury. Now I lived here for 4 years, so my relationships span not just my friends, not just the lecturers, but local people. So my recommendation to any international student coming here is to come in with an open mind, because a lot of the times you may feel that it's going to be difficult to try and make friends with people of different backgrounds, people who, you know, look different from you, speak different languages, but it's not true. I think, as I previously mentioned, everyone here is very accepting. You know, you have group projects and assignments that you're going to have to do, or even classwork that you end up being put in groups, and that's honestly the fastest way I made my friends. I just, you know, going into class and you're told sit next to these three individuals and discuss your answer, and then after that they say, you guys want to go and catch up for a meal or something. You develop friendships very easily at this stage, because once you go into work, things may become a bit more stressful. So this is your last phase that you can make friends just in a snap. And I think if you come in with an open mind, you know, to be sociable, it's going to help you greatly. So the IFP has prepared me in terms of developing my confidence level. So when I came here, I was quite shy. I didn't really know how to approach people, especially when I had a problem, because most of the time when you're working towards a goal, it's going to also be a challenge. If not, it's not really a goal if you're going to achieve it just by doing it by yourself or just going out there. Most of the time you're going to need advice, you're going to need help, or you're just going to need to find an alternative which is going to require you to work with other people. And I think the IFP, the way it's taught me to think independently, speak, you know, in a mature manner, it's really helped me sort of work towards my goals. So upon completing the IFP, when I entered my first year, I took on the role in a local society production and acted in front of 200 people. It helped me. Actually, sorry, no, I did it during my year in IFP. I forgot, and I think it was all the class work and the presentations that I had to do in class and speaking to lecturers whenever I had a problem. Because they were so welcoming, I then felt confident to go and speak out in public. And when I've had to carry out job interviews, so I use the same skills. I just, I still keep some of the notes of things that I jotted down during my IFP year, and just look back at it as a way to just inspire myself. And when I applied for my jobs, especially back in Malaysia, I succeeded in all the interviews that I underwent. So it was a nice feeling, because then you get to decide what job you want to take.